Oh, our new coils are dirty, boys. Actually, I might just count the threads, to be honest. Okay, I'm not gonna count the threads.
That is so hard.
Apparently, to get it into the collar, that you use this tool. That's why we couldn't get it down at all. All right, so we're just gonna use our hands for the front, I guess. Okay, this is now 2. All right, so we went down to 1/4 inch.
Roger.
We are going to do some not super exciting stuff today, but some necessary stuff. We're gonna dial in the coilovers a little bit more today because we have an alignment here in 2 hours. Yeah, so we figured, so what we're gonna do is we still have some creaks in the front. If you watched the last coilover video, you saw that we reinstalled the back under load, but we didn't do that for the front. So we're gonna loosen all the bolts. We're not taking them out, but we're gonna loosen all of them and tighten them down under load and adjust the sway bar end links under load. And then while the wheels are off, we might as well go an extra 1/4 inch lower just for the hell of it. I also think what we're gonna do is take a little bit of camber out of the front wheels from the camber plates right here. And the reason is with these wheels, it actually, let me see if I can show you. I think it actually takes away from the fitment a little bit. Actually, you can't see it a whole lot on the, when it's in the air, but it sucks the top of the tire in too far, so it actually makes the gap look bigger. So we're gonna bring the camber out a little bit to maybe like -2 degrees, just to make it look a little better, and it'll help with the tire wear. But then when we get new wheels, we'll probably go back to -3. So that's the plan for right now. And then once that all gets done, hopefully we can get that done in like an hour and a half. And then we will be going to Omiya Motorsports in Cary, North Carolina for an alignment. They're all car guys there. So they're gonna take care of us, and they have the alignment rack that will accommodate lower cars. So we're gonna start cranking, and we'll catch back up. So boys, welcome to the dark side. I bet you guys are thinking right now, why does Tyler look devilishly handsome today? We got new lights in the garage, boys. Can you tell?
Yes, actually. This
is actually a huge upgrade for you guys and us.
So we got this guy over here. So we got our normal light that we've been using, and then 2 ceiling lights that just plug straight into the, what do you even call that? I don't know. Just where you screw a light bulb into.
Yeah, no, and last time we didn't have lights at all. Like it's not like we upgraded lights, but we also didn't have any at all in the first place. So.
Right.
So now we're chilling. All right, so I'm trying to figure out.
Evan is doing the back right now, so we'll
right now the gap, my coilover is about 1.5 inches in the back. And I'm taking that bad boy to 1.25 inches, baby.
Low, baby, low.
Why not?
Why not? Have a day.
It's like this thing in the car community especially on forums and Facebook groups and shit like that. It's a thing, like let's just say if we're talking about BMWs, right? And you have a 330i. It is a attainable option in the BMW line. If you go on forums and you ask like, oh, should I do this? What wheel should I put on it? Should I put a turbo? Should I do a tune? Dude, don't get a tune. Just buy an M. Just buy a GTS.
Yeah, just buy an $80,000 car.
Yeah, just sell your car and buy one that's twice the cost. Why are you modifying it? So the point is, just do what you want to your car. It's your car. Do what makes you happy.
If you drive your car and have a smile on your face and you look back at it, that's how you know you did it right.
If you guys have any good ideas for like banners, let us know, because we want to.
We're looking.
You need this.
Well, I was gonna just put it on and then torque it.
You want to torque it? Hey. Ooh, there's the cranky.
Boom, boom. All right.
All right, so
I'm also gonna need that torque wrench. What is your lug value again?
90.
90.
All right, so what camber should we go to is the question.
That is a good question.
Because I do think it would look better if we take some camber out. Originally, we had...
all the way max to the back.
Yeah, we had the camber all the way back here. Like this nut, or I'm sorry, that Allen key was pushed all the way back. We didn't take a lot of camber out. We just went down one of these notches. All right, boys. Moment of truth. We went an extra 1/4 inch down on all 4 corners. Now this will still settle a little bit. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so again, this is not settled yet, but I think we're at a 2-finger gap unsettled. I definitely think taking camber out made it look better. Back is definitely a 1 finger now. I'm gonna measure this with a tape measure to make sure all 4 corners are even. I found this to be the best way, or I saw this on like some YouTube, where you just measure from the ground to the fender, right through the center of the wheel, so you get an idea of the total distance. 22.5 on this side, 22 this side, 22 1/8. So we're gonna go down another 3 1/4. So we still need to go down a 1/4 inch on that side.
So right back where we started, essentially. So do we know?
Look at it the other, like feel the gaps between the 2 fronts and tell me
what I think.
what you think.
Okay, let's see. So the good old finger test. Oh yeah, you definitely have to go down on this side. Definitely. Definitely.
And what about these two? You think these two are pretty even?
Let me see that side.
No, 3 inches top wheel. Those are good.
I think they're pretty, yeah, I was gonna say, I think they're pretty, not that yeah, I think that's pretty, probably
getting,
about as close as you get it in the back. Because I know they're definitely, well, here's also another thing, they're gonna adjust your camber now.
They will, but I don't think they'll use the top hat. They'll use the stock camber adjustments underneath.
Okay.
That's more of like small. Can you crank it?
Yeah, I'll jack you.
Okay, we'll blast this off. We will lower it another 3/8 of an inch.
Does it need to go down any lower because it's still loaded on the jack?
No, you're good.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave the jack like that then.
Then we should be good after this.
Got a drink. Cheers, boys.
Pro tip that we do not follow: tape your impact sockets just with like electric tape or duct tape or something so that it doesn't scratch up your wheels. All right, boys. Now we should be just about even on all 4 corners.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is so tight. Just the way it just dropped on the ground. I mean, he literally was dropping the car off after 5, and I had it back fully aligned by like 6:05, 6:15. So.
And this is kind
That's
of
not bad.
It's a good idea to try to find a performance shop that deals with lowered cars and stuff to do your alignment, because they will do, like for me, I'm going to somewhere that does imports specifically. So if I do have some aftermarket adjustments that need to be made, they will oblige. Whereas if you take it to like Firestone, they are not going to care. But there is the new and improved gap. Here is the new and improved stance of the car. And then I'll get the front with the new camber. Took a little out.
Just want to make sure.
So you can see there's a little less camber, which makes it a little more flush with the fender, I think. So that's the move. We're gonna torque these down And then
good.
we are going to be on our way to the alignment. These guys, so Tyler, you might be able to explain this better, but how do we find Omiya Motorsports?
Yeah, so basically, through Euromotion, which was the place that I ended up having to get my coils installed just because of the whole fiasco that happened. So
check out the video.
Yes, definitely watch that video. But long story short, so I needed an alignment, obviously. And they said that they don't do alignments themselves, but they work close with like a couple of buddies at another shop that kind of do this sort of stuff. So they actually took the car for me. They had my car in and out, aligned and everything like that, and under an hour delivered back to the shop for me, ready to pick up. So all in all, I will say this too, when they pulled up, they did, I'm not sure if it's an FRS or BRZ or what it is, but they definitely had a modded BRZ platform, older style, not the new style. So they might have some. They might have some
spice.
Yeah, they might have some cool stuff sitting in the parking lot for sure. I know when I pulled up to Euromotion, they had some pretty cool stuff sitting in the shop as well. So we're definitely gonna check it out.
And Tyler had a really good experience with Euromotion. They were super cool, gave him a discount for pretty much nothing.
Yeah, no reason whatsoever. It was actually because, that sounds good. She's hooking too.
Sounds pretty good, right?
It sounds really good. So, obviously Evan's got the headers in right now. Check engine light gone, which is huge, and the engine sounds beefy. So, but anyways, like really positive experience with Euromotion, and like I said in the coil video, they really work on anything. They're just car guys in general. Their passion is just cars. So
yeah, it's called Euromotion, but even they're like Nissan boys, and they made it very clear to us. They're like, look, we're called Euromotion, but we like imports too. So.
Yeah, the one guy literally said, secretly we're actually all JDM fanboys, and we all own Nissans that we mess around with in the background. So out of anything, they actually have the most experience with Nissan specifically, but I mean, for the most part, a lot of Japanese cars are very similar to work on. So
yeah, and I've never worked on a Nissan personally, or at least like any aftermarket mods.
Yeah, me either.
But I'm assuming it's
probably pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's probably not the Volkswagen experience.
Exactly. All right, guys. So we're pulling up to Omiya right now. We're about 2 or 3 minutes out. So we're gonna see what it's about. I'm pretty hyped. I've actually never been down this way before, so oh, look at that guy. He's got a little
spice.
Those are cool wheels. I don't know what they were. SSRs.
What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Fucking idiots, dude. Like literally, like people just do not pay attention when they're driving.
This is not Omiya. Sorry, guys. I thought it was on this side.
We took a wrong turn.
All right, here we are, Omiya Motorsports.
right, boys.
All right, so we just picked up, well, I guess we were there the whole time, but we just got our car back from the alignment. And, yo, the GR86?
Oh, the Rabbit?
Yeah, the Toyota. Nah, yeah, GR86. Thank you.
That was perfect. On video.
That was pretty
breaking
sick.
necks. Breaking necks.
The car looks low and sick right now.
So good. That it is aggressive.
So speaking of aggressive, we got the car back from the alignment. Omiya Motorsports is awesome. The dude that owns it and runs it, he's like a collector. He has an FK8 with 800 miles. He has like a NSX with 1,000 miles.
2 Type R's.
Yeah, like this dude is.
He's got it all. He's got it all.
And my car has no more rattles anymore in the front because we didn't. I think I said it already, but we didn't tighten the bolts down under load in the front. So there's absolutely no rattles anymore. But when I said speaking of aggressive, he gave us our camber numbers back, and some of you static boys probably think this is a joke, but for me, negative 2.6 in the back and negative 2.1 in the front is pretty aggressive. The first thing that dude said was like, yeah, just, I don't know if you know this, but you are running a lot of camber right now, which again, you know, if you're some, like static low life boy, it's probably nothing to you, but for a daily driver and daily tire wear, negative 2.6 is a lot.
Super aggressive, and you can definitely tell, like it just, looking at the car at the bottom, like how much the, number one with the spacers, how much it, like the wheels poke out, but also now at the bottom of the wheels, like how slanted they are. It's noticeable in the front and the back especially. Like it looks very good. And I feel like, well, you also got your first shot of the car driving without you in it. So is that your first time seeing your car?
That was my
like
first time
this?
seeing it. Yeah, have seen someone else drive it, and I just love this car so much. Although I will say, before we started talking to the guy and before we left, he scared me. He put some fear in my heart about the RTV issues. If you know GR86s, you already know about it. But for people that don't know, the RTV is the sealer that they use between components in the engine and just the engine system, and it is a liquid caulk almost, and it's a problem when they're manufacturing this particular car that they use too much RTV, so it squeezes out through the life of the car into your oil system and blows up cars.
Yeah, literally seizes your engine.
Yes, and I have heard, like, it starves your engine of oil. And I have heard people talk about it before, about like, hey, you know, it is kind of a chance thing. There's really not, like, not everyone gets affected by it. It's just something that is part of the car, and it kind of made it seem like it's not something to sweat about every day. You either are gonna get it or you don't. And then some people are like super ultra worried about it, and that guy was making me nervous.
Yeah, I believe he said he had a friend with a BRZ with like 2,000 or less miles. That engine was seized and in the shop for 3 months, right? 3 months, he said. So, I mean, it's always concerning because like online you hear about that stuff and you're like, no, it'll never happen to me, man. But when you know somebody that it like has directly happened to, it kind of is more real to you. So,
and that's why it made me a little more nervous. I think it's one of two things: is he knows someone that it happened to, so he was saying it is extremely common. Like that's how he feels because that's how he knows someone with it. From what I've heard, it's less common than it's perceived to be. So I was gonna just drop the pan in like 20,000 miles, check it out. He told me to not wait that long, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do about it, but he definitely made me a little nervous.
Yeah, because like, I mean, 20,000 miles is nothing, but yeah, I mean, he literally did say don't even wait that long. So, but I've heard mixed things because people online, like when we're searching, I remember searching around, were saying if you drop the oil pan yourself or not at Toyota or something like that, that's supposedly supposed to void your warranty as well. Like, is that the case? Like, you can't drop your oil pan now without voiding your warranty? How does that make sense?
Right, so maybe, see, I just got to do some more research of what the best thing to do is, and to be honest with you, that dude almost hit us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what the course of action is. The plan would be to be able to get to the channel to a point where we can have a third car so that when this does inevitably blow up, whether it's from RTV or something else,
It is a boxer.
we would have a separate car for me to drive in the meantime, and then we could do some sort of fun engine swap. Or just build a boxer engine and do like a fully built STI turbo build, which would be cool too.
Yeah, that is sick.
But yeah, anyways, take the morbidity out of it. It feels so good. It's finally dialed in. And yeah, I think the coils are completely set. We dropped it, like you guys saw, another 1/4 inch, and I think it's perfect right now. I wouldn't want to go
really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go any lower, but it definitely looks like a low boy. So
Satisfied?
I'm satisfied, and it's really cool. That shot was really cool, and I think we have somewhere we can take this car indefinitely for any type of service that we can't do ourselves. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was it felt good to get it all dialed in, and they really didn't charge us that much either. So
No, that was good. And plus, like, another thing about going to these shops and like asking around about stuff is you start to build like relationships and like reputations with people, and it's always good like if you find a reputable shop that helps you out, is cool with you and everything like that. It's always good to like bring it back, because you want to support them just as much as they support you, because if you look out for them, they'll 100% look out for you. And I know that guy would definitely look out, you know what I mean? Like he loved to talk. He was giving us advice, like talking about his cars and everything like that. Overall, just I think today was like just overall great experience.
yeah, cool guys. So shout out to Omiya Motorsports. If you're in the Cary area, give them a call if you need anything. But we will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.